It's time for another Wild Time to let you know where we're at and what we've been up to.
Where we're at is at the Granite Dells at Watson Lake in Prescott, Arizona, and this is really a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. There's a lot of granite structures all around. The lake is just very blue and pretty, and lots of small wildlife in the area. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Today it's about, 80, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's towards the end of October.
Yeah, so it is a little warm.
Yeah, and we're up about 5,300 feet, so over a mile high in Arizona. So great to have this kind of temperature this time of year.
What we've been up to is traveling. We were going to head east through Oregon over to Montana and Wyoming, and unfortunately due to some weather issues and a lot of wildfires, we changed plans and decided to head south instead.
Yeah, and that had a lot of fire troubles in and of itself,
Yeah.
but we thought that we could make more progress going that way. And as it turns out, as we were heading down through Oregon on Interstate 5 during the daytime, about 1 p.m., it just started turning dark, like it was a total eclipse or it was nighttime.
Yeah, it was, everybody's headlights were on. It was middle of the day and just dark.
And for us, if we're just driving through it and thinking, wow, are we becoming trapped? Because we had heard that a part of Interstate 5 had actually been closed down due to the wildfires, and so we had a very uneasy feeling. It was actually a little bit scary at times.
Yeah,
it just
was.
got quite bad, and we just didn't know what was going to happen. We had heard stories from friends that had been trapped and actually drove through flames as they were being evacuated, as there was like burning pieces of limbs and stuff falling down on the freeway in front of them and back of them and stuff like that. So we had all this in mind, but I definitely have to say that even though it was a little scary for us, it was nothing compared to the people that lost their homes and some lost their lives, loved ones. And it was just absolutely devastating. And then thinking about all the first responders, the firefighters that are out there putting their lives on the line, protecting all the lives and property, it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and there was just so many going on at the same time. They were just spread so thin and working so hard. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, there was a lot of ash coming down and everything. And I believe the entire interstate, we only had one spot on it that we could actually say was relatively non-smoky, and that was up on the top of like Siskiyou Summit down in southern Oregon, almost into northern California. It got a little bit nice up there, but it went to one lane and slowed down to about 20 miles an hour. So
yeah, it was very short-lived.
yeah, so the plan became we would just go ahead and head into California, over into the Sierra, and check out some of the national parks.
Yeah, we had thought about Yosemite as one possibility, but unfortunately the wildfires were raging in California as well, and they had a very big fire that was headed right towards Yosemite, so we changed plans once again.
Yeah, and we went to stay at the Visalia, California KOA, and it was okay. We think probably the best feature of it is that it was only like about 30 miles or so from the national park from Sequoia, and that suited us quite well. We weren't planning on hanging around in the park much at all. It was just to kind of give us a base camp. I guess probably the thing that we didn't like about it, that we thought was really strange with all that we had been through, and maybe it just wasn't close enough to them to feel what we had been feeling, but they actually had fires, campfires, in the park when there was ash in the air and there was smoke, and just so much was going on with what was happening. We were just very surprised that
very surprised.
They had fires. And then to top it off, just outside of the campground, probably a few houses away, there were people lighting fireworks, aerial fireworks, the big ones, like they do in the shows.
You could barely see them through the smoke, so I'm not sure why they were doing that, and it was extremely dangerous.
Yeah, so that was kind of disconcerting. But anyway, we went on to Sequoia, and we won't spend a whole lot of time on the Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks in this video because we actually did separate videos on both of those national parks. We'll put links in the description for you to check those out.
So after our dealing through the smoke and our adventures in the national park, we decided to head someplace that was going to be hopefully out of the smoke with some clean air, and someplace that we could maybe just kind of recompose and relax. And because of a lot of places being closed, because of what's going on in the world today, we ended up in Las Vegas, of all places.
Yeah, not one of our usual places to go, but every place has something, and for this place, it was just a way for us to just relax for a little bit, as Susan said, just kind of unwind. We used the pool a little bit, and
we got the RV washed.
Yeah,
that was nice.
That was
really
a major accomplishment.
Needed to get that done.
That and the truck, and unfortunately, I washed the truck with their water, and it was absolutely horrible. I did it at night because it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, so I waited tonight and I washed it and everything. You can probably guess how that went just by the sound of it, but I went over it really good. But apparently, as it dried, it just looked like you threw milk all over the whole thing and let it dry. It was disgusting
horrible.
looking. So I hand detailed the entire thing, and it turned out pretty good after that. But it was great to have the RV washed. And this is the first time, I believe, that we've actually had someone else wash
Other
the
than
RV.
us, yeah.
Because I didn't want heat stroke,
Yeah.
and I had actually washed it not long before that and did the roof and everything, but the roof had turned black from ash and gray. It was just disgusting, and so
it was something.
we got that done, and that helped a lot, but got some good rest.
From Las Vegas, we then headed east and ended up in St. George, Utah.
Yeah, my sister was just down the road, 7 hours away, so she decided to meet up with us. And we went over to Zion National Park. She had never been, and we just absolutely love it there. So we spent some time there. Didn't make a video this time, did get some clips, but we have done a video in the past. We'll link to that in the description.
Yeah, Zion is just one of our favorite places. It is absolutely beautiful park. Another park that's close by that we have tried to go to a couple of times is Bryce Canyon National Park, and we have been deterred by weather and mechanical issues and different things, but this time we finally made it to Bryce, and it was absolutely amazing, very beautiful, and of course we did a video from there.
Yeah, I was really happy, mostly for Susan. I mean, I got a lot out of it too, but I was happy because Susan really wanted to go to Bryce. And we went, and we were very happy that we did go. You'll have to check out that video. It's just such a wonderful place.
Yeah, and it's very interesting to me the way the two parks are kind of opposites of each other. And Zion, you're at the bottom and you're looking up at the mountains and all the, amazing things to see. And then at Bryce, you're at the top and you're looking down at all the amazing things that there is to see. So they go together really well.
Yeah, and they're very close to each other. What, just a little over 100 miles or something?
Yeah, I think a little less than that even.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Depending on what route you take, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of fun at those places.
Yeah, and then we discovered another interesting place while we were in the St. George area. We actually really enjoyed that area and ended up staying a little longer than we even had planned to. But we went to Snow Canyon State Park.
Utah State Park.
Yeah, amazing place. That was really neat as well.
Yeah, we spent some time in a little canyon there and did a little bit of climbing around. So I've got some historical things there, some pioneer carvings and things like that, and it was just really wonderful. And to know that this is just right there in the St. George area, there's so much to do there. We could spend months there and just really have a great time. We absolutely loved it there in St. George.
It was a really nice area.
So out of St. George, we went south. It's a road that we hadn't taken before. It's Route 89. And when you look at things on maps, you can get a little bit apprehensive sometimes, wondering, can you take an RV down that?
Yeah.
And as it turns out, of course, we could. Any size RV would be just fine. But we had been up through there years prior in a small automobile, but never in anything this size. So being in a big truck pulling a 40-foot fifth wheel, we were just kind of curious about what we were getting ourselves into. But it turned out pretty well and quite scenic along the way.
Yeah, there's some really great rock structures, some red mountain areas that were just beautiful. We crossed the Glen Canyon Dam, which is a really incredible dam. Unfortunately, the visitor center there was closed and had one of the more interesting closed signs that I think we've ever seen. But,
a little bit of a spelling error, and it looked like somebody whipped it up and then ran or something. It was just kind of a throw together type of thing. But anyway,
what was up there, but
there's
anyway.
plenty of places to pull over at the Glen Canyon Dam with an RV. They have a large RV section behind the visitor center. Just over the bridge as you're going southbound, there's a large paved pull-out area that could probably have a few 18-wheelers there and as far as size goes. And then immediately after that, on the southbound side, is the big dirt, gravel type a lot, very, very big. You can get a lot of things in there. So there's ample room to pull over and rest and check out the dam. And the canyon's really neat and quite fascinating there.
As we traveled down Highway 89, we were going to head east again, but decided to drop south into north central Arizona area and check out some of the national monuments and interesting sites in this area.
Yeah, there was a few of them just kind of in proximity to one another, so we decided to hit 3 of them in one day that were very easy to do. And that was, first up was Montezuma Castle, and it's just some very old ruins, and it was fascinating to see how the people lived back then. And
up on the side of a
cliff,
basically, yeah.
Yeah, and there's like tunnels and different things. It's fascinating. You can see little models of it there, and it's very accessible. You park and you walk a quarter mile, if that, on a paved, very easy level trail, and just all of these were very easy to get to and in close proximity to one another. And we went to Montezuma Well next.
Yeah, that's just a few miles away. It wasn't quite as easy a trail. It was a little uphill and not all paved.
Very short, though.
But not long.
And there's other trails that you can do there if you don't want to just kind of walk up to the viewpoint. There's trails that you can take down to the water itself, but very fascinating. If you get to go there, just read up on the well a little bit or listen to one of the guides' talks there. Sometimes they have somebody out there talking about it. It's quite fascinating. And then the next one that we went to, we just love to say, is Twoziegoot.
Yeah, Twoziegoot National Monument.
Yeah, that was great as well. Ruins there, again, very easy walk. The only thing that's really hard about these is probably if you don't have enough water with you, probably regret it, because they're all in the open sun, with the exception of Montezuma Castle had a little bit of shade and some places to rest in the shade, but and when it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it can be a little bit challenging for some people, but keep a lot of water with you and you'll have a good time. We enjoyed those 3 national monuments quite a bit.
Yeah. We've hit a few other places in the north central Arizona area. We've been to Sedona. We have been there many times before, but it's an absolutely beautiful place, so never really tire of visiting there. Yeah,
we did a video. We'll put the link in the description. A few years back, we did a video of our trip there.
Where else?
Went over to Jerome.
Yeah, the historic ghost town of Jerome.
That's a favorite for a lot of people. Depending on which way you go in, it could be a little bit hilly. It is up on the hill, so to speak, and good views up there.
Yeah.
It's a really old ghost town, good stories to be had, lots of shops and food to look around and eat. And then we went into a little ghost town area where they had a lot of old buildings and vehicles and stuff. And that was another place that we were joined by my sister Kathy, and it was just wonderful. And we had a good time with her and enjoyed our look around.
And now we're in the Prescott area, and this is a really nice area here at Watson Lake at these Granite Dells. Just a really beautiful place. You got the lake there to kayak, lots of hiking, and just amazing things to look at here.
Yeah, people climb in the area, and we plan to come back sometime and kayak. We've been here many years ago, and vague memories of it, but we have pictures, sketches. No,
Yeah, just
no.
about.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. But anyway, we love the Prescott area. We're up about a mile high. It's like 5,300 feet elevation where we're at right now. And the town is wonderful. There's an old town area that's nice to walk around in. And we just love the people here. They've been very nice. And we plan to do a little bit more around the lake. It's just an absolutely gorgeous, stunning feature right here in the middle of what would seem like nowhere.
Yeah.
But lots to do in Prescott, so we'll probably romp around here a little bit more before heading on. So from here, we'll probably head eastward a little bit and seek out some more adventure. We're hoping to do that. And we've got a pretty good bit of videos lined up that we're just looking for time to work on those. We're so excited about it, and we truly want to get those out. And great topics, and we're looking forward to doing those. If you've been to any of the places that we've mentioned in this video, please comment and let us know. Or if there's any place that we've mentioned and you'd want to go, we'd love to hear from you.
And please remember to share, subscribe, and click on that little notification bell.
Thanks for watching.